once more unto the breach, dear friends, once more. Or close the wall up with our English dead. In peace, there's nothing so becomes a man as modest stillness and humility. But when the blast of war blows in our ears, then imitate the action of the tiger.
It's a play about war, and we don't really want people necessarily to look at their leadership role as being embattled and taking troops into war. So it's not so much about the story about going to war, but it is about the different sorts of challenges that leaders have to face. And what we've discovered doing this over 15 years is that everybody recognises the challenges. They would react to them in different ways and choose different solutions, but actually they're kind of archetypal problems that all leaders have to face. Whether it's from engaging the troops or motivating people or selling a vision or building peace or taking your troops into a battle and making them want to survive. They're all things that almost everybody recognises. I mean, it fits particularly well with the NHS.
A man who learns on the job, and he is able to press on through very difficult situations. And in the end, to sort of be a true leader.
There's a couple of people like from the church saying, well, he's doing an all right job. But actually the people he needs to fundamentally rely on aren't the guys in the frocks, it's the guys in the pub who are saying they don't think it's a very good idea.
This has taken a really different creative approach.
I found today really interesting. I think it's really interesting to have some thoughts on the different characteristics that you have in the workplace.
What you need to do is constantly understand everything from everyone else's perspective.
Through the storytelling and through the story that a lot of us are familiar with, but not everybody, we can then come to what our issues are.
If you step back and look at a story that ostensibly on the face of things doesn't have any relation to what you do, you can turn the box a little and look at it in a slightly different way.
The bit that I identified with most was the end of the play. You can't wear armour all the time.
The less you know it, the better, really, because I think people who know it very well have their idea of how it is and how it's meant to be, and actually if people don't know the play so well, it gives us more scope to play with the themes. The language in which people describe organisations tends to be about systems and processes, and actually the mindset when people think about organisational structure is about that. It's about almost mechanistic, and it's only ever about people. And the work that we do, I think, brings that back to life. The stories are about people, you know. That's why everyone loves to be told a story.
And you, good yeoman, whose limbs were made in England, show us here the mettle of your pasture. Let us swear that you are worth your breeding, which I doubt not. For there is none of you so mean and base that hath not noble lustre in your eyes. I see you stand like greyhounds in the slips, straining upon the start. The game's afoot. Follow your spirit, and upon this charge cry, God for Harry, England, and St. George!